Hi guys, today I'm going to do a hair video. I'm not a hair YouTuber and I'm not no expert, but I do have natural 4C hair despite my braids. So I actually recorded this video a couple months ago when I did have my natural hair out, but one, I had a bad hair day, and two, it was kind of rushed and I didn't want to put out anything that I wasn't really proud of, so I decided to redo it despite having my braids in. So I wanted to talk about 4C hair and the myths behind it, because there's so many things I see on the internet and people say, and as a person with 4C hair, I just want to say that a lot of these things are not true or not entirely true. The first point is 4C hair is not professional. 4C hair can be professional, it's just that we have this narrative that is very messy, but you can do styles that actually look very neat and professional. It's about finding them. In the last few months, I've had my hair out for a long time, which is the longest I've actually had my hair out, so it was out for about 9 months. And in that time, I found hairstyles that were actually neat for my hair, and I could actually go to work and feel comfortable in, and it shouldn't be a problem, and shouldn't be deemed upon as messy at all. And there's so many hairstyles out there that now on Instagram, if you go on them hair pages, you can find so many lovely buns and things like that that you can do that are very neat. And you can always go to that low slicked bun, that is definitely professional. So I don't know why people say it's messy. Another myth that people say is that their hair is not growing. I get this all the time, especially when my hair is out. People tell me that their hair is not growing. Now, hair always grows, it's a cell. Your cells are always growing, reproducing and all of that thing. But with hair, it's about retention. So it's not that your hair is not growing, it's just that you're not retaining the length. And that's a big issue with 4C hair, because it's so easy to lose that length. Especially when, like now I've got braids, if I take my braids out and I comb my hair, I could lose a lot of hair. So you would have a lot of regrowth, which is growth, and it goes to show you do have growth. But as soon as you comb it and you keep manipulating it, you're losing a lot of hair. So it's not that you have a problem with growing your hair, you have a problem with retaining the length. So low maintenance hairstyles are the way forward. If you want to maintain that length, you have to use styles where you're not doing too much to your hair. Braids can be a thing, weave can be a thing, wigs can be a way to retain, because you have cane rolls, you're not doing too much to your hair, but you also have to find what is good for your own hair. You can't go by one person, what works for one person, and think it's going to work for you. Because for me, I've done wigs, and wigs are fine in terms of not having my hair in this rubbish weather that we have in the UK, but I don't feel like my hair is as healthy. I feel like I neglect it too much if I have it under braids, under a wig, because I don't oil it as much. I'm just a bit lazy. But if I have my hair out, like completely out, and I just have 2 plaits, then I'm more likely to moisturize my hair more often. So it's just up to you. But we've seen people that wear wigs and weaves and have the longest hair. Look at Nicki Minaj, Toya Wright, Regina Carter, like they're all people that have really long hair and they wear wigs and weaves. So it's not like you're bald, you just need to find a way to retain your hair. And so you can't be doing too much. You can't be slicking it today, tomorrow plaiting it, then straightening it the other day. Like you can't be doing all of that if you want to let it grow out. Another thing is that natural hair, natural 4C hair cannot be long. Natural 4C hair can be super long. I've seen it in person too. There's so many YouTubers out there that do have long hair, and sometimes people be like, oh, but they're mixed, or they're American, they have different water system. I've seen it in person. I know a girl called Ya who went to my school. She's actually on YouTube, and she's got super long hair to her waist, and it is 4C, well, it's a bit mixed, it's 4A, 4B, but it's also 4C. Long hair. So it's not a thing that 4C hair can never be long. It can be long. Obviously we just have the narrative that it can never be long because of your curl pattern. It can never be long, and that's not actually the case. In fact, when you have curly hair like we do, generally your hair is longer than what it actually appears, because even my hair is getting longer and longer, and to me I don't see a difference, but if I was to straighten it, it will be different. So I feel like we need to even drop this whole thing of making your hair look long and being obsessed with your hair looking long, but you need to be more obsessed with your hair being healthy, because what's the point of having long hair and it's not healthy just because you want the length? And oftentimes your hair gets longer and you're just bored of it, like what do I do now? Now my hair is even longer than it was before. I just feel like it just gets more boring having longer hair. I feel like it's easier when you have like medium length, like short medium length hair. But yeah, we need to just let go of the thing of long hair is the only beautiful hair and the only hair that you should have, and know that you can get long hair if you want to. If you keep it healthy, then it's more likely going to be long. If you're not doing good things to it, of course it's not going to be long. Another myth which I had to debunk to myself is that 4C hair can never be slicked. Growing up, I used to be like, it would never work in my hair, and you watch these tutorials and you see their hair pattern, they say natural hair and it's like type 4A, and you're like, it's never gonna work on my hair. It can actually work, you just have to find a method for you. Personally, now that my hair is longer, more healthier, when I blow dry my hair, it's kind of straightened out. So if I slick my hair after that, it can actually be slicked down. I use gummy wax and I use eco styler. I just switch between the two, to be fair, and it's fine. I know people that straighten their hair with flat irons and then they slick their hair. Some people, they don't even do any and they slick it and it's completely fine. You just have to find what works for you, or doing the whole tying the headscarf. But the myth that 4C hair can't be slicked is wrong. You can slick your hair. If I can, I might insert pictures of my hair slicked. I slick my hair now, so you can actually slick your hair. You just have to find the right products for you. Another myth is that wash and goes work. Wash and goes is not for type 4 hair. Like, I don't care what anyone says. By the way, this is opinions. This is my opinion. 4C hair is not for wash and goes. These people that be washing their hair and just walking out and putting small shea moisture, listen, no, because that's gonna, that retention of length is gonna be out the window, because your hair's just gonna knot up, and then at the end of the day, you're gonna have to comb it all back out and you're just losing hair. So with 4C hair, because it's so coily and tight, as the humidity and all the moisture in the air gets through it during the day, it's just going to coil back up. Forget all them curls. Them curls are gonna last you till you get to the bus stop. It's gonna coil back up, and then that's where you get the knots, and then you're gonna have to deal with that later. So I think we should just leave the wash and goes to those with type 3 hair. 4A can pass as well probably, but 4C, I just think that people that do it, they tend to put in like so much gel or like products just to make it have the curls, but it's like, why do all of that? Because it's not even healthy to put so much products in your hair just for a hairstyle that you can use for like one day. I don't see the point of it. If your hair can't do it, your hair can't do it. Just do something that your hair looks nice in, which there's so many styles our hair can look nice in that doesn't even have to be a wash and go. Or you can do a blowout. A blowout looks beautiful on 4C hair. I don't see the point of trying to do these bouncy diva curls for no reason. That it's just gonna ruin your hair at the end of the day. There's this myth that wigs or braids will break your hair. Even straightening your hair apparently will break your hair. Putting heat will break your hair. And those are all myths that I want to debunk completely, because I do all and it does not break my hair. It's about your routine and your hair health. I do braids, predominantly I've had braids most of my life. I've been doing braids, and it's actually protective for me, because if I have my hair out, I'm gonna have to keep changing it quite often. But when I have braids, I don't have to do my hair for quite a few weeks, and all I have to do is make sure that it's moisturized, which can do, and some people even wash their hair with the braids in to keep it moisturized. Also wigs, it doesn't mean having wigs will actually break your hair. The people's hair that tends to break is the ones that use a lot of glue so it ruins their edges, or people that just don't tend to moisturize their hair, so their hair gets very dry and brittle, so then it's going to break even if you had a wig or not. So if you have healthy hair, then it's fine. The same goes with heat. Heat will not break your hair if you use it one time. Once or twice in a year, it's not going to break your hair instantly. I tend to, every time I wash my hair, pretty much most times, I do blow it out, just because when I don't blow it out, it tends to knot up very easily. And when I do that, then it's more likely to break anyway from when I'm combing out the knots. So if I do blow out my hair, it's more likely to be straightened a bit, and so if I plait it or whatever, it's not going to knot up as much, so I can retain the length. But from doing that, my hair, my hair doesn't really shed much anymore. Like, my hair is much more healthier because it's much more moisturized than before. It's barely any hair actually comes out compared to before. So putting that heat in hasn't actually damaged my hair, and when I wash my hair, it's back to full curls. It's not straight or anything. So it depends on the frequency. If you're doing it every day, of course you're gonna break your hair. If you're putting in braids in and keeping it for 9 months and your hair, like the braid is really holding onto that little string of hair, of course it's gonna break. But if you know how to maintain it, do it for short periods of time, you know how to keep your hair healthy and moisturized, it's not going to break your hair. So the myth of heat, braids, wigs, or weave breaking your hair, it is wrong. Okay, this is a myth that I know might trigger a few people, but certain products grow in your hair, let it go. Let it actually go. I know people watch a lot of videos on YouTube with people doing their hair, and a certain product might work for that person, and they're gonna go and buy the entire product line, put in their hair, and then 2 weeks later they're like, what's going on, why is it not growing my hair? Every hair is different. Everything works differently for everyone. So what might work on one person might not work on another person. So if you believe Shea Moisture, the brand, grows your hair, then you're very wrong. If you have a bad hair routine, Shea Moisture is not going to miraculously cure your hair and grow it to the floor. It's all about routine. I feel like products is not even too deep of a thing, it's your routine. I mean, keep it more organic, then you're good. So for me, I use like natural oils just because a lot of times I don't have time to be reading labels, and half the time they're hiding things you don't know. I don't know what all these things are. So I just keep it natural in terms of products. But I'm not gonna use a particular shampoo in hopes that it's going to grow my hair to the floor. It's about my routine. I feel like routine is a big thing. So when people ask me, what do you use? I'm like, most times it's like, I use whatever I find at home or whatever I bought that I see. I'm a cheapskate. So whatever that was cheap, I'm not gonna spend £20 on shampoo. Or when I go to the hair salon, for a long time I was actually going to a hair salon for like 2-3 years because I just couldn't bother to wash my own hair, and they would put, I wouldn't even know what shampoo they're using. So it's like, it's not really, I don't know what the product is. It's about maintaining healthy hair in terms of moisturizing and stuff like that. So yeah, certain products will not grow your hair. And another thing, certain products will not change your hair texture or hair type. I know people put in this curl activator and whatnot, hoping their 4C hair is gonna turn to 3C. Beloveds, let it go. I think you just need to go on a journey to love your hair how it is and not try to get some type of other hair. And I know that the natural hair movement is dominated with people with very loose curls, but I think it's more of an intrinsic thing. You need to be able to love your hair no matter what state it's in. And that's even the thing I've been on in terms of I don't need to hide behind braids all the time. I need to be able to have my hair any type of style, even if it's 2 doody plaits, I still feel like I'm that girl. So you don't need to be buying all these type of products in hopes that it's going to change your curl pattern or your hair is going to be more defined. You need to learn to love your hair even with the curls not defined, if it's a bush or whatever. Because actually, to be fair, I actually find 4C hair very, very beautiful the way it is. So when people are trying to manipulate it to make it very loose, it's just sad because there's actually so much beauty in 4C hair. So I think you need to let go of the idea that certain products are going to change your hair. The only thing that can really change your texture is if you chemically like change it via perm, texturizer or relaxer. So you don't want to be doing that, and there's no shame against anyone that does do that, but you don't really need to go through the lengths. I feel like it's more of a self-love journey to do your hair. So that are all the myths that I wanted to debunk. I want to know what you guys think. Leave comments underneath this video. Obviously all of these are opinions, so it's my opinions. No opinion is factual. It's just what I think is by my perspective. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I am not a hair YouTuber, so this is just, yeah, it's just what I think, but I do have 4C hair under all of this. So thank you for watching.